Hi, my name is Sabrina Gallego and thank you so much for watching my first ever YouTube tutorial. So today I'm going to be doing an easy long wearing going out look. So with the products that I'm about to show you today, I hope that you can get some inspiration and possibly use this when you're going out. So the first thing that I like to use is this primer. So this is actually an illuminating primer. It is sold at Ulta for $12.99 and it likes to reduce your redness and it blurs out any imperfections that you have. It makes your skin nice and glowy. And so the next product that I like to use is actually from NYX Cosmetics. So this is $12.99 and it's lightweight and it's also crease proof. It's the NYX color correcting concealer and corrector. So it comes with a bunch of different shades. I mostly just use these ones at the top. That yellow for my under eyes, it just cancels out any like darker circles that you have, and then this cancels out any redness. I do have a lot of like post-acne marks and like redness, so I do like to use that to like cancel any of those like bad guys out. Now I'm going to use a little beauty blender, this is like a micro sponge, and I'm just going to pat all of that in my skin. I'm actually going out tonight. I'm going to WeHo with a couple of my girlfriends and I decided why not do video. I've been wanting to try to do one for like the longest time ever. So I was like, you know what? This is the perfect time. I'm gonna just do it right before I leave. Maybe take a couple of pictures and just like post that and just kind of have like a good time and get a little bit more like, I would say explore a little bit with my eyeshadow. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to be doing with my eyeshadow, but I'm very excited to find out. So as you can see, I'm kind of going a little bit crazy on this concealer. So this is actually in color Creamy Beige. It's one of those little samples that I got sent like a long time ago. They're like this like Ulta box thing. You know how they're like, oh, like if you buy like $60 worth of our merchandise, we'll send you like a free little gift bag. It's one of those guys. It's really convenient. For some reason, it's been lasting me forever. But I use this concealer actually before I do my foundation, just because I feel like it looks like it's your skin but better whenever you do something like this. And I'm kind of going through like that makeup that's like glowy on the inside. You know what I mean? Like I don't want any super harsh lines. Maybe like a bit of like a contour, but like I don't want any like craziness. Like I want to avoid flashback most. Now that I have that concealer on my skin, I am going to set it. Well, not set it, but I'm going to like go in with my beauty blender, and I'm just going to pat that in to just kind of make it a nice seamless. My skin better because my skin is not the best. So the next thing that I like to do is I like to use this Ulta Beauty liquid illuminator. It's called Starlight. Has vitamin E, it has sunflower seed oil, and it's also paraben free. So this really gives you a good dose of like vitamins, and it also gives you like a good glow. So this is also what I like to do is like, I'm gonna use highlighter anyways, but like put a little bit on my shoulder hear that? That's my cat getting into my pizza box. It's an empty pizza box. It's just sitting there, but she wants it anyways. So this kind of just gives me like a nice radiance, and since it's also like a little bit tanner, it will kind of like make my skin less like patchy. So I like to drag my foundation down, but like this also helps if like, because I don't like to put like a lot of makeup like on my chest area. So this will kind of like make it a little bit more seamless. So like kind of like an all-around glow. Don't forget your ears. So now that you have your primer, you have your concealer, you have your color corrector, and you have your illuminator, now it's finally time to get into the fun stuff. So the fun stuff is foundation. I personally love foundation. I think it's like the best thing, but it's also the hardest thing to get perfect. So now that I have beat my face with the Beauty Blender, I am going to go in and I'm going to kind of contour my face a little bit. So I try to stay a little bit higher than like my earlobe area, or not earlobe, but like you see this high point, I try to go a little bit above it and kind of like scoop it down. So that way like when I am like completely like blending it all into my skin, I have kind of like a less muddier look. So this is actually, I believe, yes, it's a Real Techniques brush. It's a sculpting brush. So this is meant for like contour. And it is honestly like my saving grace. Like it is the perfect contouring machine. It just blends so nicely and so seamlessly. Like it never ever leaves me with any harsh lines. So it's truly such a good product. The next step that we're going to do is we're going to bake. So I'm not huge on baking, but since I am going out and I want my makeup to just kind of stay put, I am going to use a little bit of baking powder. So this is a sample that I also got from like those like little baggies, but the retail cost of full product is $29. So this actually is, I have really sensitive skin, and this is great for my skin. It doesn't leave me to break out, and it doesn't do anything harsh. It's very weightless, and like the powder is like super fine, so it really just makes like a smooth and like breathtaking kind of even skin complexion. So I'm gonna actually use this powder brush to it, and I'm just gonna take it. This does have a matte finish, by the way, and I'm just going to kind of slowly, just very gently. Okay, so this also kind of brightens up. So as you can tell, like I didn't exactly like create like a bright concealer. I mostly just kind of like made it like this is my skin, but not really. So this actually does really help with that in brightening it up since I didn't do that. So I'm gonna take a quick face break and I'm just gonna do my eyebrows. You don't really have to be there for that, but I am gonna tell you the products that I'm gonna be using. So I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Dip Brow. It's $18 on Ulta or Sephora, and I'm gonna be using medium brown. So my eyebrow routine just takes too long, so I'm just gonna like snap through it. But maybe I'll do like a separate video on that. Alright, so now that we have the eyebrows done, they are a bit darker than I'm usually accustomed to, but that's okay. Like we all love a little Madonna look, right? Am I right? So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to kind of bronze up the skin. I'm gonna use this brush by Beige Cosmetics, and I'm actually going to be using the Too Faced cocoa, what is it? The Milk Chocolate Soleil. And this is like a medium, light to medium matte bronzer. So I'm just going to take my brush and I'm going to kind of give my skin a little bit more dimension. And this actually also kind of like sets the bronzer so that way like, it doesn't kind of like, get like gross and mushy and washy, you know? Like throughout the night, that's kind of like one thing that you don't want to worry about. You don't want to worry about like your contour like getting patchy or anything like that. So this kind of like helps to prevent for that. So what I actually like to use, if I don't use my Jaclyn Hill, what is this, JH10, if I don't use this one, then I actually go ahead and I use the Beige Cosmetics number 4. I think this is the Rose Gold collection. Kind of has like a good, like, kind of like dip. It's like kind of like a pointed almost tip. And I'm just kind of press it into, and just kind of do the same thing that I was doing, like giving my face dimension. That is what's gonna make you stand out the most in like pictures, and it's gonna kind of like make your makeup look 3D. Because the last thing that you want is to look flat. And a lot of people, I feel like they do their makeup, but they forget to add dimension to their skin. So instead of being super focused on like eye look, it's good to just do like all well-rounded makeup look. That's like skin dimension, brightness, color, all those things just kind of like create your glow from within. So then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use, let me see, which brush do I like? I'm just going to use this one and I'm just going to wipe away the bake. So as you can see, my skin is like super, super bright right here. So it's like, it's very bright. I'm gonna actually go in and like kind of like buff out my brows in a little bit, just because I noticed that I don't like how harsh that line is. But for right now, I'm gonna go into blush and highlight, and I'm gonna move back to my brows. So, actually, you know what I want to do? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be using my e.l.f. powder. So this one is less translucent and it's more of like, it's like super broken up inside. It's very old, but it kind of has like a silky natural finish. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm actually going to use this product to kind of chisel out my chin area. So see how like this area right here hasn't really been set? You do actually want to set that area. But what I like to do is I like to go in with something that isn't as brightening. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm just going to be applying some blush and some highlight. So this is actually from JCat, and it's only $3.99 if you can believe it or not. But it's not the best packaging, but I have to say that the product itself is very seamless. It's very soft. It's like a light pinky coral, heavily on the pink side. It's not like a true coral. And I'm just going to use kind of this is actually kind of been my favorite blush brush, and it's from the Jaclyn Hill No. 4. And I'm just going to kind of coat my brush in this. I'm just going to go in. So next, I'm going to actually go in with the Moonchild Anastasia palette. It's $40. It's like all metallic powders, and what I'm actually going to do, it's actually very, very, very blendable, is I'm going to take this kind of highlighted brush, the J number 4, wait, 7, JH number 7. I'm going to use my setting spray to just kind of coat that and make it damp. And I'm gonna go in with Pink Heart. So Pink Heart is kind of like an icy, almost like peachy tinted color. And I'm literally gonna just go crazy with that color. And what this is actually gonna do is gonna make your highlight even more poppin'. So now that the highlight portion is complete, I am going to go in to my brows, just kind of fixing them up, and then I'm going to go into the fun part, which is eyeshadow. So the next one will be the Ulta Beauty Tinted Eye Primer. So what this does is it gives you like a full coverage. It's oil-free, by the way, and it does have like a sheen to it, but I'm kind of okay with that because it's not. I've used this product like every single day for the past like few months, and it's not the kind that will kind of interrupt your makeup. So I'm kind of okay with it, and it does give you like a beautiful glowy tint. I'm just gonna kind of blend that together. You do want to make sure that it's like even and it's not too much before you go in with your eyeshadow. So this product is sold exclusively at Ulta, and it's $12 if you're interested. I really do like Ulta products. I was kind of questioning them a little bit, just because you never know what you're gonna get with like off-price products, but they're actually really, really good. And like I think I had a primer that was like an Ulta brand primer. It was like super yummy, and it made my skin look so like luscious. forget what it is, but I'll look for it and like buy it for like a future video. So I'm gonna be using a palette that I actually got for my birthday. It's literally like my life right now. So this is the Sultry palette. It is $45 on both Sephora and on Ulta. And I'm actually gonna go in with this blue color. You see here, it's like coral pink. I haven't gone in with it yet, but I've kind of seen how bright it can be. So I'm just gonna lightly tap on that, and I'm going to apply it to the inner part of my eye. I'm just gonna kind of blend it. Eyeshadow is all about blending. Like, don't you forget that. Like, if you don't blend your eyeshadow, you will regret your life. So I'm gonna concentrate, I'm gonna concentrate on like the center point, but I'm gonna keep it kind of going to like the inner part of my, like the inner third, first third of my eye. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the outer part of my eye and I'm going to buff out the color Beige. So I feel like that is a color that can probably make the most. By the way, I'm using this, it's a dry brush. It's like a dry makeup brush cleaner. You just kind of like, it's really easy to clean. All you do is apply water, $5.99 in Cat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply Beige. I'm going to apply Beige to the outer part of my eye. I'm just going to kind of blend it in. So like the main attraction to the eye look is the pink pop. So I don't want to go too heavy with anything else. Like, I want to remind my viewers, this is what I want you to look at. So this is also from the Jack Hill collection. It's JH41, and I'm going to go in, with Cinder. I'm gonna go in with Pearl as well. So I'm gonna tap into both of those shades, and I'm actually gonna go in and press that down. I'm going to use the Anastasia brush, but just like this like more flatter part, and I'm actually going to go into my highlight, into the pink heart shade, and I'm going to go in and highlight my brow bones. Okay, so now that like the upper part is done, I'm gonna go in with the bottom lash line just to kind of like smoke it out and to make it look complete. So this is from Beige Cosmetics number 10. I'm not sure what collection this is, but I'm sure if you look hard enough, you can find it on their website. And I'm gonna go in with Slate. So Slate is like kind of like a gray tone. And I'm just gonna go in and I'm going to buff it out. Okay, so the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take kind of like a naked brush. It's never been, well, it has been used, but it doesn't have any product. And I'm just gonna kind of buff that out, just like smoke that out. A good thing to do also when you're smoking it out is to kind of go into like, I'm gonna go into Fresh, which is like, just kind of like a white shade. It's like a cream. And I'm going to actually put that right under. Okay, so I'm going to take my NYX Cosmetics eyeliner. It is from the Soft and Silky Retractable Eyeliner collection. It has like the name, it's very soft and it's very silky, and it's actually waterproof, and it is very long wearing. It's only $9. So for an eyeliner that it feels almost very similar to the Marc Jacobs eyeliner, I think that that's kind of a steal because I think that eyeliner is around $30. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to lightly line my bottom lashes. So the reason that I say that I want to lightly line is because I'm going to go in with my Sultry palette, the black shade called Muir. So this is actually going to give it like that smokier, kind of like more natural line. And what this is basically doing is just providing like almost like the glue that this eyeshadow is going to take. So I'm just going to take, this is from the Rose Gold collection, number 13, Beige Cosmetics, and I'm just going to kind of like buff that into it. So it almost looks like a smoky eye on the bottom lash line. So that kind of finishes up the bottom. I'm just going to take kind of like a buffing brush. This is I think from Eco Tools, and I'm gonna go in with the color Twig. Just kind of like a light Twig is kind of like that cool brown tone that's in the palette. It's next to those two metallics, and I'm just gonna kind of like buff out that black shade so that way it's not super, super harsh. Okay, so now that I have my eyeshadow completely finished along with the eyeliner, I'm actually gonna go in with my setting spray first. So I like to do my setting spray before I do my mascara and before I put on lashes, just because I feel like sometimes you run the risk of like transferring the mascara to like your bottom, like right here, like your under eyes. It's happened to me in the past before, and this is just kind of like a preventative. So I'm actually using the setting spray by NYX Cosmetics. It's the Dewy Finish, long lasting. I've actually been pretty impressed by this because it does provide like a nice like wet look, but not to the point where it kind of like melts your makeup. It kind of just like sits on top and gives you like a healthy glow. So this, I believe it was like $12.99 at Ulta. Could possibly be less. So this is actually, it's really worth it, and I love this product so much. So now I'm gonna go in with my eyelashes. Okay, so the eyelashes are done. It was a struggle, it was a fight, and who knows if I won or not, but they're on there. And I'm just gonna go in with my mascara now, and then lipstick right So this is actually the best mascara that I've actually ever tried. It's the Lancome Black in the shade Black, and it's like the high definition mascara, and it is honestly like the best mascara that I've ever tried. It's stayed, I don't know if you guys have tried, but like there are just some mascaras that really just don't stay wet. Like they get really dry really quickly. And this mascara, I feel like I've had the sample size for like at least 2 months now, if not more, and it's stayed consistently wet. Like I have been able to use it for like almost like every day. So this is kind of just blending my lashes, that way there's no gaps. The lipstick that I think I'm going to use right now is actually like this like super matte purple shade. It's very pretty. It's from the Lip Stories collection at Sephora, and it's actually really pretty. It has kind of like, it's like a creamy matte almost. So it looks a matte, but it's almost like a creamy base to it. So I figured that I wanted to do kind of like a pop of color, like have this pop, and I wanted to do something that was like very contrasty. Okay, I'm kind of living through this look right now. So this is the shade number 38, and it's called Off Limits. And I think that it's absolutely stunning. It's such an interesting purple, and it feels very, very comfortable. So even though it has kind of like a matte finish, it's like a comfortable matte finish. But it's very easy to apply. I'm gonna just kind of like touch up like the edges of it with like a clean brush, but it's really easy to work with. I know that they have like creams, they have mattes, and they also have metallics, and like every line, I love this, like it's like almost like this, like I think it's actually called watermelon. I think that's like my favorite. So that just about does my first tutorial ever. I really hope that you enjoyed this and maybe you took some inspiration from it. I'm going to link down below all the products that I used and all like the shade numbers that I have used as well. Thank you so much. I hope that you subscribe and you like. Thank you.